Damn, do I love Jaylen Brown. When he came out of California, the whole consensus was he's going to be a great defender. Probably never going to be an elite scorer or like a 20 points per game scorer. Which I thought, all right, but he's the third pick, so hopefully he can get close to that. And I firmly do believe he's exceeded all expectations. I think he's not like a tier 1 elite scorer that Jayson Tatum or James Harden is at. I think Jaylen Brown is definitely one of the best scorers in the NBA, though. He's a top 30 scorer, maybe top 25, you could say. And I think that's something great, and it just shows how much he's grown every single season. And I know this was a loss, and I think this score, if you look at the stats, it's misleading. If you take a look, the game where they lost control was really the fourth quarter. The end of the third into the fourth quarter, that's where they lost momentum, and that's where the Brooklyn Nets stole the game. And if you look at it, they out-rebounded the Nets. They offensively out-rebounded the Nets a lot more. It's just crazy to see that a team that out-rebounds another team still loses the game. I mean, it happens all the time, but it always wraps my head around it. I think where they lost is they weren't hitting the shots they needed to hit. They weren't scoring enough points. If you see, they were shooting 37%. That's where you lose the game. They were shooting 29 from 3, and compared to the 53 and 51 from the Brooklyn Nets, that's where you lose the game. If you're not hitting your shots, if your shots aren't falling, you're not going to win a game, ladies and gentlemen. That's how basketball goes. And when you don't hit your shots, I don't know what to tell you. Jayson Tatum was 9 for 22, okay? Yeah, this was a quiet night. He still scored 20 points. He still had 8 rebounds. Still had an impressive defensive performance in the first half. But come on. You got to hit the shots. Jaylen Brown, I know you had 27 points, and you were better. You had a good game. And Marcus Smart, sometimes I do love your defense every single time. But, man, at this point, I hope we could see some consistency in the shot. I wish we would know that, I know he scored 3 for 7 from 3. Don't tell me that. And he played a good game. When the other team, when you need someone to pick up the slack, I wish Marcus Smart could be that guy sometimes. I wish Marcus Smart could develop into that role. That's just my take. I love Marcus Smart. I just wish that, year 6 or year 7 now for him? I wish that now he could really develop offensively and know that, okay, they need a third scorer. Let me be that guy. And he was the third leading scorer, but, be another 20 guy. Not regularly, but when it's needed. Is it Shemi Ojale? I think he played. I honestly, I'm not a huge fan of him. And he got blocked by, what's his face, Jared Allen. And then he got the ball back and he just ripped it down. I love that. High energy play. But sometimes he seems like he's not really that good. He's inconsistent. Sometimes he's just I don't know. He doesn't pop out to me. I feel like they should package him and Edwards, Carson Edwards, for somebody who can actually be a 6-man off the bench, or give Aaron Nesmith a bunch of shooting. But Peyton Pritchard, my favorite player. If you haven't seen it, I've said Peyton Pritchard has the chance to be the Tyler Hero of this class. I'm not comparing him to Tyler Hero. I'm saying to have a similar role that Tyler Hero had for the Miami Heat, but for the Boston Celtics, where he's playing 20, 25 minutes in the NBA season, and even having a big role in the NBA playoffs. Peyton Pritchard, 25 minutes. Hey, I was saying that, and that's what I said in the video. If you guys did not know that, 3 for 5 from the floor. He had pretty much shot 2 threes and made one of them, but he was high energy. One thing I do want to say on defense, that he would dip too much into the paint. Too much in the post. I saw a couple times where he was going into help defense and he sagged too much off his man and left his man wide open. He had to jump back, run into the other side, and trying to block that shot. I'm sorry. You can't do that. You look, Payne, you're gonna look at the film, and I know you're a smart guy, and you're gonna learn from this. When you're doing help defense, you gotta understand there's like a middle ground, and Payne Pritchard was sagging too much into the paint area, post area, to help do help defense, leaving a guy open on the perimeter. I saw that multiple times this game, and I know it's something he's probably gonna get chewed out for, and it's something just watching film and just knowing, hey, I gotta kind of like masturbate this. I gotta like bait them thinking that I'm gonna go help too much. So if they do kick it out, I'm able to block the shot. But if they do fully commit, I'm able to help. It's just like you gotta like Ed Reed safety that, if you know what I'm saying. Jeff Teague really was just neutral. Like, I want him to play better. Brian Wanamaker was awesome, and I wish there was a way we could see him be something similar to Brian Wanamaker. That's just my take. And Grant Williams, I love that he's an undersized 4 and all that, and he brings so much energy. He's like he's like the 4 version. He could be the 4 version of Marcus Smart, in my opinion, and I really like that. He's really enjoyable to watch. So that's just my take on it. I do want to see this team be able to trade for a second scorer, or have Payton Pritchard, Jeff Teague, or Aaron Nesmith take on that role. I think they need a 6-man, a guy who could give them 15 points in a pop and squeeze off the bench. Obviously, this will change when Kemba Walker comes back. You know, Marcus Smart will probably go back to the bench, and he'll do that pop. And, you know, I completely forgot about Kemba, I'm going to admit, for like 6 minutes of this video. But when Kemba comes back, he's going to help this team a lot. It won't be like this. This isn't their fault. This isn't them. We know this team. They're going to be a good team. So have no fear, because you know your Celtics, they will be back. I was going to rhyme that with a Q word, and that Q word would be offensive to some sort of people. But that's like, I'm just rambling here. But that's pretty much the end of the video. If you made it to the end of the video, this is the end of Video Club. The end of I just took a sip of Powerade if you heard that. The end of the Video Club is I need to make this video get to 8 minutes to get that sweet, sweet ad revenue. And to do that, best way is get to 8 minutes. And give me a like and subscribe at that point if you're here. Like, you're a true MVP. I just need to do that. Be really great. I'm about to make like $140 off of YouTube this month. It's been a really good month. So if I could regularly make $140 a month at least, like, I could really continue not having a job in college. Would be really dope. So hit that like button, subscribe, keep watching to the end of my videos, because I love you. Have a great day, guys, and Merry Christmas.